It's me, Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist. And it's been a while. Not a long while, but I've been taking a little bit of a break. Because I'm tired of trying to understand religion and arguing with people. Because they just don't get it. But I was listening to a story on NPR, as I'm wont to do. And the story was about religion. And the LGBTQ group. Fuck it. I knew the word a minute ago. The LGBTQ community. It was a story about the LGBTQ community and how the church is trying to figure out how to deal with it. And a particular Protestant preacher was saying something about their protesting. They're protesting, he didn't really specify because it was just a blip, but he said they were putting the protest back in Protestantism? Anyways, he commented that people weren't going to church anymore because they had the mistaken impression that church was the place where they were told what to think. And I thought, well, duh, yeah, that's what church is. Church is the place that you go to be told what to think. Because they don't want you thinking. Because if you start thinking, you'll start questioning. And if you start questioning, you'll start figuring out that what they're telling you is basically a bunch of crap. If you start reading the Bible, actually reading the Bible, you will come to terms with the fact that it is based on ignorant people writing what seemed to make sense 2,000 years ago. All the stories are hearsay, all the stories are secondhand, and all the details are questionable at best. They touch on things like genetics and species, but they get it so completely and utterly wrong. It's ridiculous how wrong it is. Anyways, this preacher was complaining that people aren't going to church because they think that's where you go to be told what to think, and that's exactly what church is. That's where you go to be told what to think. And the churches haven't figured that out. They haven't figured out that that's the impression that they're having. But anyways, the story was about the LGBT community and how religion is dealing with them. And basically what religion is doing, what churches are doing, they're saying, we want you to be part of our church. We want you to be part of our community. We just don't want you to be gay. We want you there, just don't be gay or trans or queer or anything. Just, be normal. We want you in our church, just be normal at the church. Because we want you there to give us your money and to fill our seats. Just don't be, fruity. They don't get it. They don't understand that they are rejecting people while they are trying to court them into coming to the church. And it's almost comical. It's almost funny if it wasn't just so tragically sad. The other thing that is tragically sad is that they don't get that this is the information age. This is the age of the internet. This is the age where we can look up anything. And even though there's a lot of bad information out there, good information has a tendency to rise to the top because it's continually confirmed, where bad information continually has people going, well, that's just stupid. While the people putting out the bad information are trying to say that about the good information, and they just sound like crazy people. They just sound insane. So the churches aren't getting it. They're not understanding why people aren't going to church. And they think they're not going to church because they're getting the wrong impression. But what they're getting is the exact right impression. So I'd like to have sympathy for them. I'd like to say, oh, poor churches. Nobody likes you anymore. You're gonna die. So sad. But I can't be. I can't say that I'm happy about it. But it's... Churches won't die because people stop believing. People or churches will die because they will become irrelevant. And they are irrelevant. They really don't serve much of a purpose anymore. They serve a purpose to the old community who still wants to believe. But the new community, they're not sold on it. So, anyways, I'm Tom, your friendly neighborhood atheist. And this is not a comeback, because I never really left. I'll catch you next time. Bye. Church is the place that you go to be told what to think. Because they don't want you thinking. Because if you start thinking, you'll start questioning. And if you start questioning, you will read the Bible and think, what the hell is, what? This is some crazy shit in this book. And they'll stop believing. And then they really won't go to church. Not because they're afraid of being told what to think, but because they know it's all bullshit. Anyhow, the whole position of churches with LGBTQ, RSVP, RNT, all of them, they want to include them and reject them at the same time. They're saying, come to our church, just don't be gay. I mean, seriously, that's what they're saying. We want you part of our community. We just don't want you to be gay or trans or anything weird. We want you just to be normal straight folk. They want it both ways, as religion is apt to, because they know they are losing ground so quickly. Because let's face it, the internet is cluing people in. Cluing? I should really edit these videos, don't you think? But I'm driving, I can't edit nothing.